Okay.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. You'll kind of have to take it back.
Ladies and gentlemen, my friends, Joe and Anthony Russo.
Right, pause it a minute.
We missed you guys.
Yeah, I just want to give a little. This is San Diego Comic-Con. Joe and Anthony Russo were the directors of the first of Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame. Those are the two big Avengers movies. Those are the one with Thanos. Big characters, part 1 and part 2. Maybe the peak of Marvel.
This guy doesn't have a neck, bro.
He's a genius. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. All right. Those are brothers. They're a duo,
Mhm.
and they're at San Diego Comic-Con. This is the maybe the same weekend of Wolverine and Deadpool dropping. So Marvel's already riding the high. Yeah, yeah. So they dropping on they dropping plenty on people head top. So yeah. You can rock a little bit.
There is one very, very important character that is required to do Secret Wars justice. Ladies and gentlemen, as proof of the unimaginable possibilities in the Marvel multi-universe, we give you the one person who could play Victor Von Doom.
Wait a minute. Victor Von Doom is possibly the biggest villain in Marvel, Yeah, coming off of Thanos, coming off of maybe, I think it's Thanos, Victor Von Doom. Dr. Doom is everybody's victim. Everybody's villain. He's one of the smartest people in the Marvel universe. So he's a genius. They had to pivot coming off of the whole Jonathan Majors debacle. Jonathan
Oh,
Majors
he was supposed to be.
supposed to be the big bad
Okay.
in the next two big Marvel, Avengers movie. So this was supposed to be, well, Kang was already in movies, so he wasn't going to get this level of intro, but this is definitely like a pivot. We supposed to be Kang for the next 5 years.
Oh, he was supposed to be Kang.
He's supposed to be Kang. Yeah.
Not
Jonathan
not
Majors.
Dr. Doom.
No,
Okay.
Jonathan Majors was supposed to be Kang, the next big villain in Marvel for the next 5 years. They had to pivot off of him because of the whole domestic abuse thing. I mean, violence thing.
Yeah.
And now they're here. So, yeah, please. Just better than that. Just better than that. Was it familiar?
Anthony Russo.
Foolish. Yeah.
To do Secret Wars
A little
justice,
bit more in. A little bit more.
the one person
More. Pausing when it's like, yeah, right there. Let me tell you when pause. My clicks things, yeah, like Robert Downey Jr. Yo, like Iron Man coming back, man.
How? Is there a
Man,
connection,
listen,
or
man.
he's just
There's plenty of connections.
he's coming back as a totally different character, or
He's coming back as a totally different character, but either a variant. So Marvel's been doing this whole thing with like alternate universes. So like you and I exist, and we're cool. We do cigars and whiskey.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? In this universe, but it could be a whole nother universe where we're like mortal enemies,
Okay.
or we're like we're different versions of ourselves in different universes. You don't understand, cool?
I'm just not sure why one character isn't good enough where they are.
What you mean?
just play one guy. Why you got to play two guys?
Nah, well,
It's a lot of- it's a lot
they
of-
have to go back in their bag first of all.
There's a lot of talent out there.
There's a lot of talent, but there's not
talent out there.
there's not enough talent.
They should have got a new young guy
Never,
or younger guy
never.
Aren't people used to
Never.
seeing him
or a new
as
old
Iron
guy.
Man?
Yeah.
We cool, man. We will take him in another role in the whole thing, and we're good with it.
Well, he'll do well.
We just
I'm
want
sure. He can
exactly.
act, so I'm sure he'll do well.
He'll do his thing. Me personally, the only person what I got this much of a pop playing Victor Von Doom, you could have got me. You could have gave me Denzel.
Denzel?
Yeah, but that's it. Maybe Tom Cruise, but Tom Cruise is a little too small.
Or in stature?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we need someone that could be a little bit physically like imposing.
Hmm.
But yeah, Robert Downey Jr. coming back. Come on, man. Say the day. I'm cool with it. A lot of people are up in arms because Robert Downey Jr. has a past as well too. He's had a past with drugs and had a past with, different things. And people are saying Jonathan Majors, going through something. Why does he get automatically disqualified, but we prop up somebody with a past?
I think his past is different.
Okay.
It's
Elaborate.
just based on the timing
Yeah.
and what's going on. DV is way more prevalent now
Man.
than like drug use.
Yeah.
And like he does like his shit is like drugs and misfit shit
Right.
versus
Harming a white woman.
Yeah.
A black man harming a white woman.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's in this society that's super violation. He's super violated.
Right.
So,
Right.
uh
They caught Jonathan Majors on the street, like a little bit after this announcement.
okay.
And
So all right, so you gotta explain to me what does him playing Dr. Doom have to do with Jonathan Major?
he took his job, basically.
So
Jonathan
it was gonna
Major,
be a different
Yes,
character
yes.
as the
big bad
so
for
they
the next Marvel movies, for the next two movies.
okay.
Thanos, like, you're not a Marvel guy, right? You don't really go
No.
see, but Thanos was in your atmosphere, right? Like you knew about Thanos, right? You saw the memes, you saw different things, like
Yeah.
So Thanos is basically the big bad, and he was gonna carried Marvel into this kind of like, into the end of the second stage, right? So now Marvel's in their third stage, and they're looking for the next big bad. It was Kang. Now let's keep it a buck. Kang did start off a little shaky. He didn't have a great start,
Did he do any movies as that character? Jonathan Majors?
Yeah,
He did one, right?
Yeah, and man.
Okay.
And he was in Loki season 1. Okay, so he did all right. People were complaining a little bit because of the character seemed a little lackluster. He didn't have the same kind of like gravitas. And then coming off with a little bit of complaints, that video came out of him with Shorty, him running from Shorty, the pictures emerging of her with kind of bruises and stuff like that.
You kind of sound like a conspiracy theorist.
In what way?
Like you think they set it up for him?
No,
like,
not at all.
lose
Not at all. But a couple of things could be right at one time. Like, you can be a little easier to dispose if you're not performing a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Like a couple of things could be happening. I'm not saying like they set Shorty up to do that to him, but dumb Shorty doing that to him kind of.
Hold on. That's a life gem. I want to just stop. And
Please.
young cats, if you're out there listening, GB just gave you a life gem. Performance is equal to leniency, or how much leniency you get.
Speak on it a little bit more, please. A little bit more.
If you are doing things at a very high level, winning, scoring, producing,
It's hard to dispose of you, right?
it's a little more difficult to dispose of you.
Talk about it.
When your production drops, that is when all of your tendencies and things of that nature will catch up to you, and you will no longer be needed.
Yeah, you're not producing. You breathe too hard. They fire
you. Breathe too hard.
Feel me? Yeah. So that's the game. I'm okay with it. There's plenty of storylines in the comic books. I could give you like 3 different storylines in the comic books where they're connected, how this could work. I trust the Russo brothers in their production and in their writing skills. This would be a home run.
You still read comic books?
No, I don't. I don't read comic books anymore.
Oh, okay.
I did in my youth. I probably ended like about the first time I got some pussy. About the last comic book I read. Pussy definitely trust comic books. I'll put them shit under the bed, like let's get them shits over with. But yeah, no, I think we're good with this, yo. I think we're good. Yeah, I put down the finger, man. Good, man.
So you're happy with this?
I'm happy with this. I am completely satisfied with this.
So as far as the general public having an issue with taking him with the marks that he has on his resume, you're okay with that? You're not?
Yeah, you don't know what you're talking about. Honestly, it's like the general public who don't watch these movies or anybody have maybe it's not for you, you know.
Well, no, I'm talking about the fact that he gets a pass and Majors doesn't get a pass.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you.
Okay.
I feel like the statutes of limitation, like his crimes were 20 years ago.
Okay.
He has a track record with this company, and they bet on him, and he overperformed.
He's always had success.
Yeah, so he got good credit here, and Jonathan Majors' crime or whatever.
Yeah, he got to get out the dog. He got to get out the doghouse.
Got to do a couple of Tyler Perry joints.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
go work hard,
shorty. Yeah, Megan Gilbert just with Tyler Perry. Go on and do a Tyler Perry joint, starring. Yo, I feel like Jonathan Majors. I think Jonathan Majors would be better if he could actually make a good Tyler Perry movie. He would be more of a hero than if he played with Marvel.
Well, that's normally how
if he could be a star. Like, yo,
black celebrities that have been accepted over into white culture.
Yeah.
Once they fall from grace, in order to get back up, they have to play the Chitlin circuit for a little while.
Give me an example.
And let's just say Chris Brown, right? Chris Brown had to come back to.
Yo, I'm gonna jump in there. He's right.
We go.
He's right.
He's right.
He's right. He's right. Yo, Ronco. Ronco is mad right. I'm first of all, I'm Team Breezy. It is what it is. But yo, after the Rihanna situation, me and my lady, my homies, we saw Breezy in a club called Glow.
Yeah.
Out here in Westbury.
Right there.
On the low. Top notch Breezy.
I played Glow a couple of nights.
We would
I wasn't there that night.
Never see Breezy in there.
What era was that? That's
right.
That's Holding Loyal era, or that's
he just dropped Loyal.
Okay.
He was about to, you know what I mean?
Tiger wasn't there or no?
Who?
Tiger.
Nah, it was him.
Right.
Yo, this is him in Long Island.
All right.
Think about it. Chris Breezy at a club in Westbury.
Yeah.
A club doing club dates.
Oh.
Nah, this is,
That's what I'm saying. That's the equivalent of doing the Tyler Perry movie.
No.
No, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm just saying he right though. I just heard that name Breezy. Yeah. Said, yo, I saw that with my own eyes.
Chris Brown doing a club in Westbury, Long Island is the equivalent of Jonathan Major doing the Tyler Perry.
And what's so crazy, you never. But see, once again, listen, Breezy worked. He's worked his tails off to now me seeing him again at Summer Jam, to then me again seeing him just now at where did I just see him just now? UBS.
Yeah.
Packing the,
how was UBS?
Packing the spot.
It's cool. I've never been in there yet.
Not bad.
Yeah,
regular.
Parking is cool. Can you park in the parking lot and walk in?
Yeah.
I always see people like walking like risking their lives to go there.
Across the fucking 6-lane
highway. Walking across the highway, or they're walking across the parkway exit.
People don't want to pay.
Like, it's weird.
People don't want to pay.
They want to pay, man. It's
What's
like
it? $50?
Yeah,
$50.
Man, no, niggas be there with their kids. They be Islanders jerseys. They be there with their kids, like going across the parkway. Like,
you better off taking a train, probably some shit.
No.
Would a train like land you right there?
Close enough. Yeah.
I park at that Wendy's. Don't have to tell if I can walk there.
That's what a lot of people are doing.
No, that's nasty. For real.
So
your shit's still not gonna be there when you get out, yo.
My thing is, but see, listen, even to this day, though, with all of that, I just want to, capitalize on what Ronco said as far as Breezy is concerned. He worked his way back up to superstardom,
right?
But there's still things that he's not getting. He's still
he just got turned down for what was he practicing for and had a whole thing set up for, and then he
that was a while ago. Well, no, that was the Michael Jackson tribute.
No, there was something like recently that he was supposed to do.
I think that's what it was.
Okay. Well, that was then. But then, now the album should have won the Grammy. Like,
can I ask you a question? If Chris Brown never got into that thing with Rihanna, would he have done a Super Bowl yet?
Yes. Or he would be obviously in talks of, either yes or it's coming.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Because the when you see Usher get up there, and mind you, I was at a date where I've seen Chris Brown perform first, Usher perform a little later, in the same exact day. Literally, same level of like hits, choreography, production level. It's the same.
Chris Brown has as many hits as Usher. That's something that's going around right now that I'm not comfortable with. A lot of people are going around and putting Chris Brown on Usher level, and I am completely against that. I feel like Usher is on a level above Chris Brown.
I would say
today,
Usher,
yesterday, any day.
No, listen, Usher maybe
he got, like, if they did a versus, I feel like Usher would win that verse.
Usher may be in the senior class as Chris is coming up, sophomore vibes. You know what I mean? Junior.
I think
junior vibes.
The way the music industry changed versus when Usher first started to when like Chris Brown came in at a certain era where record sales and first weeks and CDs and all that shit, and it transitioned to streaming. So now he has to do music a different way.
Listen, it really boils down to this, right? Can an artist score? Listen, take away all the songs, all the everything.
Numbers.
Can an artist score a big record in every era? That's what it boils down to. And if you look at it,
a big record or a big album?
No, the way this going in 2024.
You got to do albums, cool. Like an
album.
Albums mean more than records, bro.
Not right now.
A classic album doesn't mean more than a record.
How did you say that they're packaging albums now? You just said it, GB.
Just today, they're packaging albums like a single. So, like I opened up my phone, I opened up Tidal. Tidal is what I use for my music, and the new Cardi B single has with Rob 49. There's 3 different versions of that song, and that's considered an album now. And Busta Rhymes did the same thing with about 9 songs.
So now so you can ask me that question.
That's not an EP.
So
that's not.
No, what I'm telling you, ask me that question again.
Why do we? All right, listen. Why do we gotta transition our thought process and the way that we judge music to the music?
It's always
industry goofiness
because it's always been changing.
They're just manipulating the fucking streaming farms.
Let me just before we go there, I just want to say it boils down to can an artist have a big record per era?
Nah.
Now look, because listen, that's what it boils.
I think that's the minimum.
No, it's not.
That's the bare minimum.
It's very tough.
You gotta have a classic per era. Come on,
brother. It's tough to land. It's tough. It's not easy to land a record.
That's what I'm saying.
Does Chris Brown has the Usher Confessions?
No, you're missing my point. All I'm trying to say is, remember, Usher's a whole quarter in front of Chris Brown.
Yes.
A whole quarter of life in front of him.
Here we are.
So now my point is, Chris Breezy's right now. He has something like this Sensational, which is not a huge record, but it's a big record and it rings off. I've seen him perform it live, it works. I've seen him perform his new album. It was working for the crowd that I was sitting around. That shit was, every seat was filled. Every seat was filled. They knew all the songs. They knew album songs I didn't know. The chicks was there. They was all looking nice. You feel what I'm saying?
Usher did a residency in Las Vegas where everybody came.
Chris Brown could absolutely do a residency. Absolutely could do one. It's just whether or not he has. Back to what Ron Cole was saying. I didn't want to go too far.
People are going to fly. People are going to get in there. People are going to plan vacation.
People didn't
get in their cars, get on an airplane, fly, spend the weekend in Las Vegas to go see. People took vacation to go see Usher perform.
I wonder.
Let's not act like someone coming to the.
How many times have you seen Chris Brown live?
Once.
How many times have you seen Usher live?
Never.
Well, there you go. Well, shit, you made my point without even trying to make it.
It was more convenient to see Chris Brown. I've seen Jeezy. I've seen mad people more than I've seen Usher. You know what I mean? Like I've never seen Michael Jackson live. Like
what I'm saying is that
I've seen Busta Rhymes live like 7 times.